Hello, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. You know, I've been sitting around the house more lately because I haven't been doing well with my health. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube here lately, and I didn't used to have time to do. And I've noticed a trend in people my age, us Gen Xers. All the videos, I try to watch all of them I can find because they're interesting. But most of the ones that I'm finding now are about loneliness and how our generation feels lonely. And you know, I can see it's so different now. Everybody does everything on a screen, and we're not used to that. We didn't grow up that way. Everything now is done at home. Kids play their video games at home. We went out to arcades and stuff. People get Netflix now. We went out to the drive-ins and to the walk-ins, and we did that to get out of the house. But now everybody does everything inside. Nobody goes out. Some people don't even go out to get their groceries. They have them delivered, Instacart. So, and I can see how loneliness creeps in on Gen X. We're used to being out. Like I said, we went out to the movies. We went out bowling. We didn't play video games at home, really. We went out. We went to the little local arcades, which enabled us to make friends and do things. And that's what we enjoyed. So, yeah, this world is foreign to us because everything is done online. And I feel like maybe we should remember what we like to do. Now, our kids are aging out, growing up, getting married, getting their own lives, and we find ourselves being like them and doing everything from home when that don't really suit us. We got to remember what we liked to do. If you have a bowling alley in your area, patronize them, give them your business. It keeps them in business, and that's the kind of things we liked to do. If there's movies there, go to your movies, go to your places, get out. Because we can't do everything on a screen like the younger people, like the the Gen Z and the millennials. Yeah, they do everything on a screen, on their phone, on the TV, on any device. And we just weren't built that way. When we think of our happy memories, we think of, like I said, we always got out to do our things. We went to bowling alleys. We went to drive-ins. We window shopped at malls. Now people just look on Amazon. They just scroll through and look to see what they have. We got out and walked and talked and looked and had our friends. We would meet people there. So it leads to loneliness. When you do everything on a screen, it can lead to loneliness. And all these videos I'm watching, and I try to watch all of them that I can. Like I said, they're usually short videos. I just scan through and watch. I see a lot of the same faces. And a lot of their videos are the same thing about the loneliness. And a lot of people don't like to go out by themselves, but once you go out a few times by yourself, you patronize these places a few times by yourself, you'll make friends there. It's just like when you were younger, and you accumulate your acquaintances and your friends, because times have changed so much that we're going to have to remember what we liked and what we like to do. And sometimes I go away from home, I don't even take my phone. I can't remember the last time I took my phone out of my home. I can't remember, because I don't want it to take it away from my life. I don't even take it out the front door. And I know people be like, well, what if you have problems? What if somebody will be around? I don't want that to get all of my attention. I'm Gen X, and we didn't grow up that way. We never had a cell phone. So getting back to our roots really helps a lot. If you're alone and you're aging, just think back of things you used to like to do, even if they are in the house, like knitting or crocheting or whatever. And it could really help a lot. Sometimes we just got to remember what makes us happy. Thank you, friends. Join me again.